Everything you've been taught about Thanksgiving is a myth. A piece of settler colonial propaganda designed to sanitize a violent history. They didn't eat turkey or pumpkin pie, they didn't land at Plymouth Rock, and they didn't even call themselves pilgrims. They were separatists. Lie number one, the Americas was mostly empty land. Terra nullius, nobody's land, free for the taking. The reality, when these European settlers landed in what we now call New England, they were stepping into the territories that were the home of tens of thousands of indigenous peoples. The first tribe they encounter is the Pokanoket, also known as the Wampanoag, or the people of the first light. This was not an occupied wilderness. It was a thriving civilization. Lie number two, European culture was superior. This is one of those settler colonial fantasies. When these newcomers landed, they were starving and desperate. They even resorted to robbing Native American graves just to find food. And they would have starved to death if it wasn't for the compassion and essential support from the Wampanoag and individuals like Tisquantum and Massasoit. Lie number three, the peaceful shared Thanksgiving dinner. The separatists did hold a feast in 1621, but they didn't invite the Wampanoag. They fired their muskets and approximately 90 Wampanoag men came to investigate the noise. Only then did the two groups share a meal, and it wasn't turkey, pumpkin pie, and cranberry sauce. And let's be clear, indigenous peoples held Thanksgiving ceremonies long before Europeans ever arrived. The historical Thanksgiving narrative is nothing more than a colonial fairy tale. Lie number four, settlers and natives mostly got along. The short-lived peace agreement between the Wampanoag and the Pilgrims was quickly followed by massacres, enslavement, and relentless land theft. Consider the Mystic River Massacre of 1637. Puritan forces surrounded a Pequot village and killed nearly 900 Pequot people, mostly unarmed women and children, burning them alive. Governor John Winthrop declared a day of thanks for this great victory. This is what many call the real first Thanksgiving. And later, during King Philip's War, Massasoit's son Metacom was murdered. His body was quartered and he was decapitated. His head was put on a pole and placed in front of Plymouth, where it stood for 20 years. Challenging the myth of Thanksgiving is about understanding the truth and honoring indigenous peoples. It's about actively unlearning the settler colonial propaganda that's been ingrained in us since childhood. And this is not just history. Colonialism is not a thing of the past. And educating yourself about these lies and fairy tales is about dismantling these colonial structures which still oppress.